Gaston!
Are you coming out to play?
Oh, Gaston's sneezing.
Mummy, Daddy, Gaston the ladybird's caught a cold.
I'm not surprised. His cave is leaking. Look!
There's a hole here. Maybe if we move that pebble over it.
Good day.
Good day, wise old elf.
What seems to be the problem?
Gaston's cave is leaking.
Leaks can be tricky. What you need is a proper builder to fix it.
But where can we find a builder?
I'm the builder.
Really?
Oh, yes. Elves are very good at building. And I'm an elf.
In that case, I command you to fix Gaston's cave.
Yes, Your Majesty. A wise decision. Interesting. There seems to be water dripping in.
Yes, and there's a hole up here.
That hole won't be the cause of the leak.
How do you know?
With respect, some things are best left to proper builders.
So how long will it take to fix the leak?
Oh, it will take a very, very long time. And while the building work is going on, the ladybird won't be able to live here.
But Gaston's got a cold. Where can he stay?
Well, perhaps Gaston could stay with us.
Yippee!
Are you sure you know what you're doing, darling?
Oh, of course I know what I'm doing. I'm king.
Lunchtime! Oh, I'm afraid insects are not allowed inside the castle.
It's all right, Nanny Plum. Daddy's invited Gaston to stay with us.
Oh, very well then.
Make yourself at home, Gaston.
Gaston, ladybird.
I hope he's going to learn to wipe his feet.
Gaston isn't well, Nanny. And he hasn't got anywhere to stay.
I'm still not sure it's a good idea for him to stay with us.
Don't worry, darling. Gaston will be no trouble at all.
So, where is he going to sit?
He can sit on this little chair. Nanny Plum, you can speak, Ladybird. What's he saying?
Gaston says this chair is too little. No, that's the Queen's chair.
Don't fuss, Nanny Plum. The Queen doesn't mind, do you, darling?
Gaston says this chair is too hard.
Actually, Gaston, that's my chair.
Gaston says this chair is just right.
Goodness, it's like having Goldilocks to stay.
Never mind, Daddy. You can sit on this little chair. Yummy. Thanks, Nanny.
Yes, this food is delicious.
I suppose I'd better magic up some special ladybird food. By a ladybird's growl, food smelly and foul.
Look, smelly welly.
Gaston loves smelly food.
Why isn't he eating it then?
Gaston says it's too cold.
Hello, Gaston.
Daddy, I think he wants to try your food.
Have a little taste if you like, Gaston.
Gaston says it's just right.
It's such fun having Gaston visit us. Can he stay with us forever and ever, Daddy?
Maybe not forever, but he can stay until his house is mended.
Oh, goody. And the weather in the little kingdom today will be bright and sunny everywhere.
Look, King Thistle, Gaston's getting better.
Splendid!
And the pixie pound has seen a drop to the dollar.
Gaston says that this TV programme is a bit boring.
How about this one?
And this programme's too noisy. Aw, this programme is just right.
Look, Daddy, Gaston's not sneezing anymore.
So, now Gaston's better, maybe he can go home.
But, Daddy, Gaston can't go home until his home is mended. He might catch another cold, and then he'll be sad.
Yes, we wouldn't want Gaston to be sad.
Gaston says you are the nicest king in the whole world.
Thank you, Gaston. Maybe I'll go and see how the elves are getting on at your cave. Hello, wise old elf. How much longer is this going to take?
As we builders say, there's no point in rushing things.
Well, maybe a little rushing wouldn't do any harm.
I'm afraid we have a lot of problems to deal with, Your Majesty.
It's probably a silly idea, but have you tried moving that pebble over the hole?
You're right. That is a silly idea.
Maybe it's still worth a try?
With respect, Your Majesty, we each have our jobs to do. You're the king, and I'm the builder.
Of course. It's been a long day. I think I'll go to bed early.
Your Majesty, that might be a problem.
What do you mean?
Well, it's to do with Gaston.
Yes?
Nanny magicked this basket for Gaston to sleep in.
Well done, Nanny.
But the basket was too drafty. Then he tried my bed, but that was too soft.
Oh dear. I don't like the sound of this.
Don't worry, Daddy. Gaston's found a bed that he says is just right.
Oh, but that's my bed. What's he saying now?
Gaston says he is very tired and would like to go to sleep now.
Good night, Gaston. Sleep tight.
So, where are we going to sleep?
That was the most uncomfortable night ever.
How long is Gaston going to stay with us?
I did say he could stay here until his cave was mended.
And how long will that take?
I don't know. Let's go and see how those elves are getting on.
Hello. Have you fixed Gaston's cave yet?
Gaston really misses his home, wise old elf.
Good news. We've replaced the rotting wood, plastered the ceiling.
And fix the leak?
No, not yet. But I'm sure in time we'll sort it out.
Have you just tried moving this pebble?
Hooray! King Thistle's mended Gaston's cave.
Well done, Daddy.
Amazing work, Your Majesty. Have you ever thought of becoming a builder yourself?
Actually, no. I think I'll just stick to being king.
Look, Gaston. Your cave's ready. You can go home now.
Gaston says thank you and bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Gaston. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Gaston.
It was fun having you to stay.
We'll be so sad to see you go.
Gaston says he doesn't want you to be sad, so he'll come and stay with you for a bit longer.
It's okay. I won't be that sad.
Gaston insists, Your Majesty.
Very well. Lovely.
Who can jump the highest? Me!
I can jump higher.
That's cheating! shooting! That's not jumping, that's flying! Jumping is all about using your legs, like this.
I love playing in the meadow. I hope it never changes.
The meadow won't change. It's been here forever and always will be.
What's that noise?
Giants are coming!
Quick, let's hide.
It's only Lucy,
The little girl we met at the farm.
and her dad's with her.
It's so pretty here.
Yes, Dad.
It's a shame we've got to dig it all up
Dig it all up? Why?
to make room for the cows.
Cows? In the meadow? They're ginormous.
The cows can graze in this meadow.
Oh,
We just need to flatten these molehills.
that's not a molehill. That's Gaston's house. Gaston, they're going to flatten your house.
Oh!
Don't worry, Gaston. You can come and live with me in the little castle.
I'll put the cowshed over there.
Oh no! The cowshed will be right on top of my little castle.
Don't worry, Holly. You and Gaston can come and stay with me in the great elf tree.
And I'll put the cow manure over by those trees.
Oh, that's where the elf tree is.
What's manure?
Cow poo!
Oh, maybe I won't stay at the great elf tree. Thanks anyway, Ben.
I'd better start building the fence.
Psst! Lucy! Lucy!
Oh, hello, Ben. Hello, Holly. Your dad is putting his cows right where we live.
Yes, isn't it terrible? You have to tell him to stop.
Okay, I'll tell him that elves and fairies live here.
No! Big people must never know we live here.
But I'm a big person, and I know you're special.
What can we do then? Let's ask the wise old elf.
He'll know what to do.
He's old.
He's wise.
And he's an elf.
What was that?
Shush, we've got to be quiet. Okay, let's go and tell the wise old elf about the cows.
Cows in the meadow?
We'll have to tell the farmer that he can't put his cows here.
No. We must never talk to big people.
Hello, wise old elf.
Ah, big people.
Nice to see you again.
Oh, hello, Lucy.
I thought you said we should never talk to big people.
Well, that's apart from Lucy, of course. Lucy is nice. But we must never talk to grown-up big people. You can't trust them.
Oh, no.
Don't worry. I'll sort it out.
What are you going to do?
I'll tell the king to sort it out.
Cows?
Yes, Your Majesty. The farmer is going to put cows in the meadow.
Right where Gaston's house is.
Oh, well, that's not so terrible.
And he's going to put a load of cow poo by the great elf tree.
Again, not so bad. You'll get used to the smell.
And he's going to build a cowshed on top of the little castle.
What? Who is this farmer? I'll sort him out. How big is he? Is he as tall as me?
He's my dad.
Yeah, a big person.
And her dad is even bigger.
Yes, well, Nanny Plum, come up with a plan.
I already have a plan, Your Majesty.
Oh, well done.
I'll turn him into a frog.
You'll turn my dad into a frog? Cool.
That's your plan?
It's like they always say. To get your own way, turn them into a frog.
That doesn't even rhyme. It's a silly plan.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. And I absolutely forbid you to...
As I was saying, to get your own way, turn them into a frog.
Oh, well done, Nanny Plum. The plan does work. Carry on.
Right you are, Your Majesty.
even think about doing anything so... Oh, where did Nanny go?
He's almost finished the fence.
Frog time!
What?
Problem solved. Frogs can't build fences.
Will my
Dad be a frog forever?
Oh, no. It'll wear off after a while and he'll be back to his old self again.
But won't he just start building the fence again?
Oh, I never thought of that. Uh-oh. I think the spell is wearing off.
Quick, hide!
Huh? Where was I? Oh, yes, I was building a fence.
It's been ages. How long does it take to turn someone into a frog?
Maybe I should go and see how Nanny Plum is doing.
Good idea. Off you go then. There's a good elf.
So, how is the brilliant plan going?
I turned the farmer into a frog.
Then he turned back again.
And he's still building the fence.
No worries. I'll turn him into a frog again. Frog time!
No, Nanny, this plan is silly.
All right, smarty pants. What's your plan then?
Maybe Lucy's mum can stop the farmer.
But you said we can't talk to grown-up big people.
We can't, but Lucy can.
Yes, I could ask my mum to stop Dad. Come on.
The important thing is, Lucy, not to mention elves and fairies.
Okay, wise old elf. Mummy, Mummy!
Hello, Lucy. I thought you were helping Dad today.
I was, but...
But what?
Oh, Mummy, can't Dad put the cows somewhere else?
Lucy, whatever has got you so upset?
It's just that my friends, the elves and fairies, live there. Oh, no!
She's telling her everything.
Elves and fairies. How lovely.
No, Mum, it's true!
Right, leave it to me.
There really are elves and fairies.
I know there are, darling.
Do you?
Frog time!
Oh, hello, Nanny Plum.
Hello?
Mummy, how do you know Nanny Plum's name?
Because I remember her from when I was a little girl.
So, you know all about the elves and fairies?
Yes, I used to play with them when I was little.
Sally! Now I remember you. It was years ago.
Yes, there was you and naughty Prince Thistle.
King Thistle now.
Nanny Plum, we must never talk to big grown-ups.
Oh, hello, wise old elf. Nice to see you again.
Oh, hello, Sally.
Did you know the wise old elf when he was very young?
No, he's always been old.
And wise.
You haven't changed a bit.
Oh, thank you.
So, it's the little kingdom where Dad's putting the cows.
Yes!
Then we must stop him. Come on, everyone. Stop.
What?
We have to find somewhere else to put the cows.
Why?
Because the grass here is a bit, dry and,
And the ground is, too muddy.
there must be a better place to put the cows.
No, this is the perfect place.
The plan's not working.
Who said that?
Now, what do we do?
Is it frog time?
No, Nanny.
What?
Frog time!
Ah! Don't let the farmer know we're here.
Okay, clever clogs, what's your plan then?
Hello?
We'll be with you in a moment. Now, Nanny Plum, as I was saying...
Who are you all?
Hello, Mr. Farmer. We're elves and fairies.
And we live here, in the meadow.
Elves and fairies? Living in the meadow?
Yes! So, we can't put the cows here, darling.
Well, of course not. I don't want to knock anyone's house down.
Hooray! And one more thing, Dad. You must not tell any of your friends that you've seen elves and fairies.
Don't worry. There is no way that I will tell any of my friends that I've been seeing elves and fairies.
Thank you, Dad.
Good news, Your Majesty. There will be no cows in the meadow.
So, what's the bad news?
The farmer, his wife, and just about everybody now know about elves and fairies.
I see. Hopefully they don't know too much.
And over here is the little castle where the fairies live.
Hello! Hello!
Next on the tour,
Granny and Grandpapa.
What on earth is that?
Hello, everyone.
Wow, a talking card.
Who sent you?
Granny Thistle!
My mother.
And I am here to invite you all to a magical party!
Party, party!
To get to the party, you'll need to catch the magic bus!
Oh dear, I'm always a bit worried when we go there. Granny's house is so full of magic.
But don't you fairies like magic?
Yes, but Granny and Grandpapa like dangerous magic. So their house isn't very child-friendly.
That's one way of putting it.
Hello!
Magic in the elf tree. Shoo!
You're invited to a magical party!
Me? There must be some mistake.
You are the wise old elf?
Yes?
You're invited to Granny Thistle's party! You'll need to catch the magic bus!
Oh dear.
This magic bus is very late.
Oh, hello, wise old elf. Are you coming to Granny's party?
Yes, I seem to have been invited. I was at college with your granny and grandpapa a long, long time ago.
Typical. You wait ages for a magic bus, then 3 come at once.
All aboard!
I don't like this. There's no driver.
I don't need a driver. I'm a magic bus. Hold shut. Going up.
I really don't like this.
Next stop, Granny and Grandpapa's.
When we get to Granny and Grandpapa's, don't touch anything that looks magical.
Yes, Mummy.
Remember, Granny's magic can be a bit strong.
Yes, Daddy.
What about Grandpapa Thistle?
Grandpapa Thistle? Oh, he's completely bonkers.
Whatever you do, don't ask him about his hobbies.
Grandpapa!
Last stop, Granny and Grandpapa's. Everybody off.
Wow! A castle in the clouds!
Ooh.
Let's ring the bell.
No, Ben, don't touch it. Don't touch anything. I'll ring the bell. Oh, it seems to be an ordinary bell this time. Usually something jumps. Ah!
I am Surpriser the Spider. Oh,
Hello, Mother.
oh, you guessed it was me.
Hello, Granny.
Darlings, darlings, darlings.
Hello, Granny Thistle.
Hello, Ben. Welcome to my party. Ah, Cedric.
Hello, Millicent.
Come along inside, darlings. We're going to have such fun.
You've got a rainbow inside your house.
Yes, rainbows are so much better than stairs, unless the weather changes. Oh dear, looks like a storm is brewing.
Maybe you should think about getting some ordinary stairs one day, Mother.
Ordinary stairs? What would be the fun in that? Or like a fairy cake.
These cakes are amazing.
Yum, yum, yum. Delicious.
Of course, they are magical fairy cakes.
Mummy, why can't we have magic cakes like this?
We don't need to do everything by magic, darling.
Honestly, it's as if your parents think the magic will run out if they use it too much. Cedric, you're not eating. Will you have a fairy cake?
Well, all right. Whoa! I'm flying! Put me down!
Oh, well, if you insist.
Ah! Magic always leads to trouble.
But you used to love magic.
That was a long time ago. Thank goodness none of you could see me then.
Oh, I think I've got some old pictures somewhere.
Wise old elf, did you like magic?
In those days, I wasn't the wise old elf. I was a foolish young elf.
We had such fun. You simply adored magic.
Yes, but that was before the incident of the monkey kittens.
The monkey kittens.
What happened?
I think I've got a picture of that too.
No?
Oh well, another time. Now for the party games.
Hooray!
We still have to finish hide and seek from last time. We never found Grandpapa. He's been hiding for a year.
Hiding? For a whole year?
Yes, he does take the game very seriously.
We'll find him.
Leave it to us. Grandpapa, where are you?
What's that?
It's a shoe tree.
Wow! Grandpapa Thistle!
Grandpapa? Ooh, fish swimming through the air.
Cool!
Awesome. Grandpapa, Papa, Papa.
Bless me, it's the twins. You found me at last.
Grandpapa.
And Holly, my dear, did I win the game? Hello, Dad. Have you really been hiding there all year? If a game's worth playing, it's worth playing right.
Hello, Victor.
Cedric, old bean.
This is my best friend, Ben.
Delighted to meet you, Ben. Don't ask him about his hobbies. What's that? Hobbies? You want to hear about my hobbies?
Well...
Did you know I've been doing some inventing?
Yes, last year you showed us your jam trousers.
Did I? What about my custard shoes?
Those too.
Oh, I've taken up lots of new hobbies, like woodwork. Sounds quite harmless. Here's a wooden chair I made.
It looks surprisingly like an ordinary chair.
Yes, but then I asked myself, why should a chair have legs and not be able to walk? Here, boy.
It can walk!
Yes, indeed.
Oh! It doesn't like being sat on.
No, that's the problem with walking chairs. And also, I've been doing some gardening.
Gardening? That sounds relatively safe.
I asked myself, why should a tulip have leaves? Why not hands, or even feet? And I gave it a brain.
Master.
And a voice.
Master.
What do you think of my gardening, Cedric?
This isn't gardening. This is an abomination.
Daddy, what's an abomination?
That tulip. I do like my hobbies. Frogs! I asked myself, why should a frog have just 2 eyes? Why not 10 or 23?
Oh, that's enough, dear. We don't care about your silly old hobbies.
Yes, I'm forgetting myself. It's your party, darling, and I've arranged a fantastic surprise.
What's the surprise?
I dread to think. To the top of the tower! Granny Thistle loves looking at the stars.
Oh, yes. Stars are very pretty.
So I asked myself, why do we have to look at the stars from down here? Why not up there in the sky?
Wow! The tower's turned into a rocket!
Aren't the stars beautiful, Granny?
They certainly are, darling.
Very nice! Dad, how'd you land this thing? No idea, son. This is magic. I don't have to know what I'm doing.
I may not know much about magic, but I do know how to land a rocket.
Look, we're back home.
And we survived the party.
Thank you for landing the rocket, Cedric.
My pleasure, Millicent.
Bye, everyone!
Goodbye.
Where to now? Home?
No, let's head to the sun and see what it's made of.
Groovy.